Don't need no invitation, 'cause you know where I am. No need to call me, 'cause I'm always home. Coming over.
On the living room tonight, Chris and Miguel travel from the mountains to the surf in glorious Chile.
Just get to my feet and be like, what?
We get George Columbaris out of the MasterChef kitchen and into the living room, and Barry takes on a bathroom renovation to fix a family crisis.
Get started?
Let's get started.
That new TV show smell, it's because you're watching the very first episode of The Living Room. This is where you can kick back on a Friday night and get your weekend off to a great start. We've got Chris, our travel animal.
I am, but I guess the bad news is I am in the doghouse because the pets, Rusty and George, have been put into long-term boarding. The upside for them is they got to see me get vaccinated for a change.
We don't want you frothing at the mouth with rabies.
Well, that wouldn't be ideal.
Wouldn't be ideal. We've got our food guy with the lot, Miguel.
For me, it's all about great food, great recipes, and unforgettable food experiences, Amanda.
With a bit of eyebrow work thrown in.
One bit.
And Baz, you are our renovation guru.
You're way too kind, Amanda. Yes, but it's been 30 years in the game for me, retired for 6, and I'm back on the tools with you guys.
I insisted you wore the nail belt. That was all me. So we get the bruises, the burns and the weird travel diseases. You get a bunch of great ideas. And helping us keep it real along the way are the other important team members, and that is the living room studio audience. Thank you for coming. Well, time to put your seats in an upright position. Chris, you're taking us to South America.
Not just me. Not just me. I decided to take Miguel with me, which sounded like a good idea at the time, but it wasn't.
Santiago is a thriving metropolis and Chile's booming heart. It's flanked by the magnificent Andes Mountains to the east and an easy day trip west to some of the world's hottest big wave surf breaks. Spend one weekend here and you can sink your toes into the sand and almost touch the sky. With Miguel along for the ride, that's our plan.
We're really close. Why are we going the other way now?
No, because it's just you missed that 10 when I told you the 10.
You didn't say anything.
Yes, I did. Say 10 to the right, you missed it.
2 hours out of town and the scenery takes your breath away.
Can you not smell the Andes?
What do the Andes smell like?
Just love the Andes. What do you mean?
Like undies? Undies don't smell good.
No, the Andes, Los Andes.
Los Andes are big, the length of South America big. Miguel's my navigator, but the Spaniard won't tell me exactly where we're headed.
This is how we get in to the top of the wall, baby.
We're taking a ride in the Puff Daddy of helicopters.
Oh!
A Eurocopter with low noise and low vibration. What a way to see the Andes.
Mate, well done.
This is awesome.
Good stuff.
We're cruising over Cajon del Maipo. In winter, it's laden with snow. You can step out of a chopper like this and ski pristine untracked powder.
Now we're almost at 10,000 feet. It's more than a kilometre higher than Kosciuszko, so Australia is a kilometre below us.
It looks like a massive chocolate cake.
Look at that glacier up there. Hey, Christian.
Yeah.
Can we get up to the glacier up there?
Okay, why not? Oh, why not?
I like this guy.
Why not?
Wow.
Roger that. Oh.
Oh, amazing. It's just the best view.
This is El Morado Glacier and the lagoon that forms beneath as the 15-metre ice wall breaks off and melts.
I just don't know where to look. It's just everywhere you look around, it's just this amazing view. And you just want to take it all in.
Is it just me or I start to feel quite dizzy?
That's why this is the perfect place to bring Miguel. He actually finds it hard to talk. Amazing.
Where else can you get this close to one of the world's oldest ice blocks?
It's dark.
Sorry, Grace. I saved your life. I hope the chopper is still here.
He promised me food, right?
Yeah, lots of food to come. Lots.
I have never been more ready to eat. So we head to the next stop on our road trip, a traditional Chilean lodge in the foothills of the Andes. Miguel has promised a feast to remember, but we never discussed that I'd be making it in this.
We look good, don't we? We look good for cooking. Now,
Okay.
for important barbecue, we're gonna do some lamb cutlets, some chicken, a little bit of veggies. But every Chilean barbecue is got a sauce, and the pebre sauce is the most amazing sauce. The first main ingredient we need is nice tomatoes. We're gonna do a tiny little bit of onion in the pebre sauce. Okay? So you can finish that one there. You're doing great, Chris. Give me 5. That was quite good. That was very good. So you start with the stone, start working it like a DJ. There you go. Aye. So you got it already. Now I got the mix of secret ingredients to finish the sauce.
Secret ingredients.
Yes, so we go.
And with your voice in the Andes Mountains.
Everybody will know.
Nothing's secret.
Nothing is secret. The parsley and the cilantro. Smell the cilantro. How good is coriander smell? So we got the sauce ready to go.
Finally, it's time to bring on the meat. And in typical Chilean style, more than one kind of meat.
We want to start skewering that chicken in here.
You don't put it on the fire?
No, we don't put it in the fire. It's gonna cook all the meat from that distance. Amazing, isn't it? Can you feel the heat?
1 hour later, and we're ready to eat.
Opa, there you go, Grace.
It's the moment I've been waiting for all day.
It's a finger food?
Nah, yeah, forget about the fork and knife.
It's different, isn't it? It's got a different flavour.
And your pebre sauce is just outstanding. Amazing. It is.
It's been a big day.
Massive.
We haven't done everything.
What do you mean? No.
¿Para qué Dios le daría tanto el agua a entonar? La guitarra le responde, tumba, tumba, tumbala. La guitarra le responde, tumba, tumba, tumbala. ¡Ole! ¡Ole!
I look Chilean, don't I?
One Direction hit your heart out. Now, it looked like you loved the undies, obviously. But while you seem to be pashing off a glacier, Miguel, the headache, altitude sickness.
The lack of oxygen was making me go nuts. Like, I could not speak. I was really quiet, and he was loving it.
Good.
Yeah,
He's so good.
I was quiet for 5 minutes, I think.
So I actually had my problems later on, which you'll see in the next segment. It wasn't good.
All right, looking forward to that. Now, if you copied Mel Gibson's haircut in Lethal Weapon, not realising that the mullet would only last for a week, move your chair a little closer to the TV because the Hot or Not segment is for you. This is where we scour the planet looking for the latest products and trends, and then we decide whether they're hot or not, and we put them up on our Hot or Not wall. Chris, you've brought a prop along. We'll start with you.
Barney is, I just want to make it very clear, Barney's not wearing a dog G-string, in case you're at all worried.
You know, we're lucky to have Barney. Barney doesn't normally get out of bed for less than a packet of schmackos a day.
That is true. What Barney is actually going to model for us is something called the poo trap. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, as pet owners, is there anything more annoying than picking up the poo in the park? Well, with this, you don't have to, Miguel, if you can just do the honours there.
Oh.
Now, just take a look at Barney. You right there, buddy? You okay, little man? So this just goes, well, here.
Oh, look
This
at
is a
Barney's
serious
face.
You've been very good. And I guess you get the idea that when Barney's in the park and that moment takes him, it doesn't go anywhere apart from in the bag. And once it's in the bag, you can just pull the bag off, tie the string. There's one major problem with this theory, with this whole concept.
Only one?
It's very simple. Barney, watch this. Imagine Barney's done his thing. Barney, sit. I think you can work out the rest.
Oh, poor old.
Not to mention chasing your tail.
It'd be nice to maybe put an attachment in so we could blow up party balloons at the same time. All right, well, I'm going to vote on this, hot or not. I think it's a fabulous idea and I'm going to put it on the hot side. All right, Baz, over to you. What have you got?
Amanda, we're literally going from the rear end to the top end and we're going there with what's called a beard head beanie. Okay.
Yes.
I think it's a winner. It's for those people who need a little extra protection in the winter months. If you're a sports fan or you're someone who enjoys.
You've got your mo too high.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Because I wouldn't want you to look ridiculous.
No, well, let's not have that happen. Chris, there's one here for you, young fella.
Yeah, thank you.
I think these are all right.
I like it.
Yeah, the little extra winter protection.
I'm not going to try on a beard because I find it hard enough fighting off a mo.
Well, that's the other thing. If you want to, if you want to see what it's like to have a beard, you can put one of these on. The good thing is you can tumble dry it straight after you finish.
You look like you're on the $100 note.
Thank you. Very nice.
Well, I think this is brilliant. I don't know if you're with me, but I think this is hot. OK, it's going on the hot shelf. OK,
It just got hotter.
It just got hot. Oh, look at Barney's face. OK, Miguel, what have you got?
Okay, being a chef, this is genius. Forget about the old school hunting. This is called decision shot. So when you go hunting, like wildlife, like ducks and stuff like that, and gonna do a stew, the hardest part is like always the little ball, the metallic balls, they through the meat. So when you cook them, it's a lot of little going on. Now, with this new season shot, these little balls are made out of spices. And when we braise in the meat is actually flavoring itself. So
the bullet is the seasoning.
Yes, it is. And it's amazing. You got like lemon, pepper, Cajun spice, teriyaki, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, like, it's awesome.
Isn't he an actor?
Are you sure this is actually real?
Oh, I've been researching, and it's actually a website for it. It's a phone number.
There's a website for a lot of things.
Yeah, I couldn't really go through to anybody. I think two things. Or it's a hoax, or is some really smart person really getting a lot of marketing happening for, you know, a future great idea.
He could be the face of Season Shot.
The season show, bang!
I'm sorry, I cannot. I'm about saving ducks rather than seasoning them, Miguel. So
It's not working for
But
you?
it's all about the
No.
flavour, no?
No.
I'm afraid it's having to go in the knot. No, put it on. Well, look, these products will be on our Hot or Not wall as of next week, so now you know how it works. We'd like to have your hot or not ideas. If you've seen something amazing or brilliant or ridiculous, please tell us about it by visiting our website. That's 10.com.au/the living room. But after the break, a bathroom renovation that's coming around just in time.
It's a bit messy, but it doesn't look any worse.
And after that, an open house with a mystery celebrity. Who will it be? Of the living room. Hey, we made it back from the first commercial break, so far so good. Now, one of the many things I'm looking forward to with this show is seeing all the weekly renovations coming together. No pressure, Barry.
No pressure. I don't mind a bit of pressure.
You love a bit of pressure. Who did you meet this week?
I met an amazing young couple. They brought their very first home, and within an hour after having it, they started renovating. They know nothing, though, have no experience whatsoever, learned everything they needed to know off YouTube clips.
It's a lot of cats playing piano. But if they're getting it all from YouTube, why'd they need you?
Well, they didn't want to tackle the bathroom just with the help of YouTube. They've got a little toddler, Dexter, and he's scared of the outside toilet. And if you're toilet training a toddler, you need to bring the toilet inside, and we needed it in a hurry.
We love renovating. We are weekend warriors.
I call us weekend Vikings. So we bought the house about 2 years ago and we started renovating after we owned it for an hour. And before that, we'd never touched hammers and saws or attempted any of this stuff.
The one thing that we haven't renovated yet is the bathroom, which we should have probably started first. Dexter!
At the moment, our toilet's an old outside toilet that they've attempted to enclose, but it's never quite happened. So you have to walk out of the house under
Through the mud.
rock and the rain to get to the toilet. So we need to fix that. We've got 2 little kids and we can't toilet train by going outside the house all the time. We're not cavemen. Dexy, can we go to potty?
He'll stand at the back door and just say, wet, or ooh, raining, or cold, or something like that. When I walk into the bathroom now, I see tiles off the wall, blandness, and a complete disaster of style.
I walk in, it creeps me out. There's little tiny tiles on the ground that look like old teeth. The bath in this bathroom is very shallow. I measured it and my socks come up higher than the bath comes up.
Why would you be wearing socks in a bath?
Well,
Just
look at my tan line while I'm showering.
Yeah, okay. We're hoping that when Barry comes, he can help us create a beautiful bathroom that we're proud of.
Hi, Barry.
So pleased to meet you. Hello. And this is Quinn.
This is Queen.
Beautiful. So just have a look at it.
Just come in,
have a
mate.
look.
It speaks for itself.
Wow. What are you guys thinking?
Something fresh, fun, clean, and also a little bit.
Hip and happening.
Different, yeah.
I'm guessing that means hip and happening. I think the toilet in the bathroom's a no-brainer. It's just how we configure that so that we still maintain a bit of storage. As I always say, I like to plan these things out 20 times and let that plan develop on paper, so maybe we should have a go at that.
OK.
OK, so as basic as it is, there's our little bathroom. Shannon and Dean have $10,000 to play with, so my plan is to keep the budget really tight and the work to a minimum. We'll retile the walls and add a shower screen, but keep the existing bath. We'll make way for the new loo with a compact wall-hung vanity and a mirror above. I'd love to keep that bath for a couple of reasons. It's cast iron, and I hate just to... What do we do with it? We just throw it in the rubbish, go and buy a plastic bath and put it back in the exact same spot. You're not going to fit in any bath that'll fit between those 2 walls.
I wish someone had told me that 20 years ago.
And I'm not sure how you're going to take to this, but I really would like to save these mosaics.
You mean the ones on the floor?
Very good, very good. I love them.
Tell us there's alternatives to that colour, because something about that colour gives us the heebie-jeebies.
Really?
Absolutely.
Interesting. I wonder, is there an opportunity to blend with those horrible tiles some sort of mosaic artwork?
Ooh.
My biggest concern about doing a mosaic on the floor is I don't want it to look like a mess that has been done by amateurs.
Because it's only such a small space, we don't want it to look too busy.
What have we got to lose? You'd like to replace the floor. I'm trying to convince you to keep it. It's an opportunity to put your stamp on this house, on this home.
Look, if we can find something that can complement those tiles and it makes it work, you know, like a chocolate cake, when it's just a chocolate cake, just looks like dirt. But you ice that, you got yourself a cake.
And we've got ourselves a deal. Get started?
Let's get started.
To keep a hold on costs, we'll take a gentle approach to stripping out. I want to be really careful not to drop the tiles. We're going to restore the bathroom. We're not demolishing the bathroom.
It feels very cathartic. It's a bit messy, but it doesn't look any worse.
Do little bit by little bit, and that way, if something gives, you're not going to break anything.
I'm really hoping that Barry can show me a few things while we're getting into this project.
Clearly, I'm a bit stronger than you.
And then I might have a crack at the kitchen by myself.
It's now day 3 on site. Hey, Shannon, how are you?
Hi, Barry. How are you
Well?
doing today?
Getting plenty done in there.
Yes, we
It's
are.
great. But I'm about to get a shock. Behind my back, Shannon and Dean have gone ahead and bought and installed a new bath. Where's my bath gone?
Well, have you seen the new one?
Mid-progress, you just decided that wasn't the bath for you guys?
We weighed up the cost and we decided to go ahead and get a new bath. But
Sure.
we haven't got rid of the old bath, so don't worry, it's still here. It's got a lovely new home.
The alfresco bathroom might be a bit of fun, but splurging on a new bath inside has stretched Shannon and Dean's budget. Fundamentally, it's exactly the same as the bath that's there. Maybe they got 50 or 30 mil extra water, but that's all they really got. The knock-on effect, though, is we've had to replace all the wall sheeting. We've had to get plumbers in to move the tabs. It's added a lot of extra costs to the bathroom. I think in renovating, you really minimise the amount of work that you have to do and especially have to get others to do. With the new bath squeezing the budget, there's no money for extra trades. OK, Dino, lesson one, son. So the tiling is all on Dean. I've already mixed up the glue. It's best to get a consistency of similar to toothpaste. Get some glue on the walls, put a notch in it, get the first row of tiles in level. I'll take a bit of extra time with that, then we'll load up more surface and put more tiles on.
I'm happy with the progress, how we're going so far, and I'm enjoying it. You think you're going to make a mistake at every point, and then after about 5 or 6, you start to get into a rhythm.
Dean has a long night ahead to make up ground. And Shannon has just one day to come up with a winning mosaic design that'll save the bathroom floor and their budget.
It is a little bit overwhelming because it could go drastically wrong, but it could look amazing as well. So I'm excited about that and worried about that.
We want it to look like a great idea, not like a spontaneous accident.
Uh-oh, Dexter's sleeping.
Poor little Dexter can't hold it in much longer. I certainly hope you get it done in time. We'll find out later in the show. But after the break, one of Australia's biggest personalities gives me a sticky beak around their home. Welcome back to the living room. George Bernard Shaw once said, "There's no love more sincere than the love of food." He's obviously never been to a January shoe sale. But food is a great passion for many people. You love food, Miguel.
Amanda, I do love food, probably too much.
Are you one of those chefs, though, that you work all day in the professional kitchen at a restaurant, then you get home and you just can't be bothered?
No, I actually love cooking at home as well. And what I love more about cooking at home is the whole sharing. The sharing with my family. You know, it's something that inspired me to cook for the people I love. You see, love is the best ingredient in life. And everything tastes better with that. Oh. Hola, welcome to mi casa, my home. If it's two things I love the most in life, it's my girls, my family, Gloria and Sasha. Hi, darling. Mwah. In the south of Spain, where I'm from, in Murcia, Mom always used to make us understand that food and family always come together. And, you know, enjoy them as always as a one union. And that's what I do here in Australia. So, as much as I love you too, hey, Gloria and Bobby, I'm gonna have to start to do some cooking because everybody's coming for lunch. Today, we got a beautiful crispy skin piece of kingfish, nice fresh, a little tomato salsa to garnish it, a little bit of gazpacho to get that punny taste to the dish. So, it's gonna be great, simple, quick, and delicious. So, a little bit of tomato, a little bit of shallot, and some fresh chives. We got a little bit of fresh garlic now. Abba. Now, the combining agent, olive oil. Extra virgin if it's possible, that's for the very first time. It's like liquid gold, it's so good for you. The best incentive for me when I cook, that's why I love so much to cook at home, is that I got the best audience always looking. Some people think in success as money and as a good job and have a really big house or have an amazing car. For me, being successful is to have a family that loves you. I just feel the richest man in the world on a daily basis. It's like a big muscle lottery ticket. Oh, you're gonna make me blush, you're gonna start crying.
Are you serious?
That's my brother-in-law. Jimmy! Jimmy! Come here, don't escape. So, this is my brother-in-law. He lives next door.
It's crazy around this household. We've got my gorgeous sister living next door, and that is her crazy, crazy boyfriend.
Jimmy! Jimmy, he escaped. Oh, well. Anyway, so now, for the garnish of this kingfish, we're gonna do a little bit of a fresh gazpacho. It's actually a Spanish cold soup. We just need fennel, capsicum, avocado, jalapenos, chop all together in the food processor. It's one of the hardest words for me to say in English. So that's the last blast. So gazpacho is finished, and now is the time of the king. Fish. Just dry the moisture out of the skin and really heavy season. So now we get the pan nice and hot, and this is the secret of a perfect crispy skin. A piece of paper on the pan. Who would have thought that? So look at this. Absolutely amazing. The day I stop getting excited about this, probably I start to thinking and become a landscaper.
Buenas tardes. Parece a little bit of lunch here.
This is my little brother.
Can I smell it?
So he's here. Let me tell you a joke. How do you call a Spanish guy that lost his car? Carlos.
Salud.
Cheers.
For a beautiful lunch.
Beautiful family and a free lunch.
There you go. If it's free, it tastes better.
Hello, everybody. So, lunch at home, all the family is here. My mother-in-law, my best friends, Fernando, Kevin. You see? When Miguel is cooking, they're all coming for lunch. Hi, Maggie. Mwah, Maggie. Kevin,
Yummy.
it's a very important part of my life. It has to do a lot with my 110 kilos of very happy life. That's my girl. So, Amanda, Chris, Baz, this is how we do it in Maestres Place. Welcome to my life, everybody at the living room. Mwah.
Oh, you softie.
Lovely.
Well, look, I'm definitely going to go to the Living Room website to get that recipe, which looks absolutely fabulous. And you can too. In fact, whatever Miguel cooks on the show, the recipes will be on our website ready to go. All right, now I get to have some fun. This is my own part of the show called Whose House? Every week I'm going to barge into the home of a well-known Australian and have a chat with them about all their housey stuff. But we're going to start Whose House with a guessing game. I'll give you a series of clues and see if you can guess whose house I'm in. I'll cut it down slightly for you and say she's female.
Oh,
This is a problem for Miguel, being from Spain. He doesn't know many Australians, and by saying that she's female, it rules out his one guess of Julio Iglesias.
Well, you may have to think a bit harder. Well, look, this might help you. I've got a couple of visual clues. See if this helps you.
Are they dieting books?
Yes.
Yeah. She's obviously someone that looks after her appearance.
Yes.
Is she in television?
She's been on television, but that's not what has made her famous.
Was she in a relationship with a cricketer?
It's not Lara Bingle. No, OK, another clue. Let's have a look.
Oh, shoes.
She's not on the footy show.
Is she a dancer?
No, she's not a dancer.
Not a dancer?
Anything?
Sports person?
She's not a sports person, but she's no stranger to competition. You've got no idea. Just making the noises.
Link. Goodbye.
So not a sports person, TV occasionally.
You're not really getting there just yet.
No.
OK, another clue.
A lot of dresses.
It's a particularly glamorous frock.
She's into competitions. She looks after her appearance.
Yeah, I know you think it's me.
It'd be a weird way to start the Whose House, isn't it? Your own house.
Every week it's mine. No, look, you're not getting any closer. I do have one more big clue, which will probably be the giveaway. So That's after the break.
Want more from the living room? Find more inspiring ideas, handy hints, photos, recipes, and you can even watch tonight's episode again on our website.
Welcome back to the living room. Great to have you here. Now, where we last left you, the three heroes here were trying to figure out which celebrity home I'm in this week.
We were letting you down, weren't we?
Well, you were hugely letting me down. We've had a series of clues. We had diet books, we had glamorous high heel shoes, we had a beautiful long gown.
No idea.
OK, this is probably the big one.
Oh. That's Lady Gaga.
No. No, it is a tiara, though.
Yeah, it's obviously, it's Miss Australia, Miss World or Miss Universe of some description.
Of some description. Well, look, you're close enough, I will give you that. I did visit Miss Universe Australia, Sherry Lee Biggs, though doing this story meant I had to break one of the most important rules of my life. Never stand too close to a tall and gorgeous beauty queen. Hello, I'm looking for Miss Universe Australia.
You found her.
Sherry?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello.
How are you going?
These are for you. I didn't recognise you without your tiara and your sash. I feel a little overdressed now.
Oh, no. I don't usually wear it during the day. Just to Woolies and back.
Of course.
Skip the queue.
Can we come in?
Yeah, sure.
Well, this is beautiful and sunny. Who lives here with you?
Well, I actually jumped on the bandwagon here and moved in with my boyfriend and his two friends into their bachelor pad.
You and three guys?
3 boys, I know.
It doesn't look overly masculine. Am I right in guessing that these recliner chairs, radio for the footy, TV for the footy?
Yeah, big screen TV.
Are they?
Yes, they are. But I must say I'm enjoying reclining. I do like to bring a bit of colour into my room with my own paintings. I've always done a bit of painting at home.
This is yours?
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. I've actually got another one over there in the dining room.
Wow. Don't tell me you baked this.
I did.
You did? You cook as well?
Yeah.
Could you be any more perfect?
They eat it. Boys eat.
How lucky are those guys that they're living with Miss Universe Australia and she cooks? Let me taste. I've always been curious. I know you live with boys.
Yes.
But to look like you, can I perv in your fridge and see what the secret ingredient might be?
You sure can. It's probably very, very messy though.
Let's have a look. Carrots, is that the answer?
That's my main meal right down there. I do a bit of juicing with the carrots, but most of my secrets are up in here.
Oh, what's up in here? The alcohol cupboard?
Yeah.
Well.
So these are my health food collections.
Are you obsessive with this?
I am. I think I am.
What are they all?
Well, this one's probably my most interesting and my latest. So this is actually edible clay. So,
edible clay?
Yeah, so you can have a glass of it and it kind of pulls out all those heavy metals and whatever.
You go to the toilet and make a nice pot.
Yeah.
Here it is.
That's the one.
Here it is. This is it, hey? This is the real one.
This is the one. Original from the night.
You know, this would go very well with my tiara, don't you think?
I don't think you can call that a tiara. I'll show you a real tiara.
Oh, wow. This is it.
It's the one.
You just casually have it in your bedroom?
No. This stays at the jewellers at Tamelli's because I don't really want 30 grand's worth of, of crown in my house.
It's beautiful. Can you put it on?
Yeah.
We like to play a game called Random Draw.
Yes.
We don't normally play it in a bedroom. Right. So let me know if you're game, where I open a drawer at random and we talk about something that's in there. You can say no.
I accept.
You accept?
I do.
Which drawer?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, this is probably the one with your undies in it, so you're probably most nervous about this one. Secret compartment.
Yes.
Ooh. What's all this?
Well, I was born into a house of 3 sisters, and my dad actually wanted sons. So he brought us up as sons, and he was a carpenter. So we all learnt how to fix and build and...
So you use this?
Yes, yes, I'm the owner of this.
So, let me get this straight. You cook, you paint. Miss Universe contestant, Miss Universe Australia winner. Is there anything you can't do?
Don't know.
I'm gonna have to find something. Jeez.
What was that?
She's a cyborg.
No, she's some sort of superwoman.
Yeah, incredible.
Obviously, time meant you couldn't show the part where she fosters homeless puppies in her spare time. Is there anything she can't do?
Well, look, I had to think long and hard to find something she couldn't do, so I asked her to do something that I don't even think you could do, something that most human beings cannot manage, and that is to assemble flat-pack furniture.
Is this wise?
I found something to test you. No one can do this, but if anyone can do this, you can. But you have to do this with your tiara, with your sash, and with your heels. I believe in you.
All right.
I'll just leave this here. I'll be out here and just pop the kettle on for me when you finish.
Ta-da!
I love her. She's coming around to my place next week to service the car and build the kids a treehouse. Just out of interest, let's just have a show of hands here for a moment. Who in the audience would like to have Sherry Lee as their girlfriend? A number of girls are also putting up their hands. And now let's be more specific. Who actually does have Sherry Lee as their girlfriend? Lockie, you lucky, lucky man.
I know, she makes us, the boys, look terrible.
Does she have any flaws at all?
Not that I've found out yet.
Very different. He's smart, isn't he?
Yeah, I reckon you can do anything. You could probably easily do my job. Actually, come up here and have a crack at it. Come on, just do me completely out of a job.
Is this wise, man?
It's not, well, you know, I've given up. I've completely given up. Barry's not protesting. No. OK, it's very important. You have to look down there and read.
All right. Later in the show, Barry launches his bathroom renovation. Will it get the toddler tick of approval? We'll find out if MasterChef judge George Columbaris knows his onions. And next, things get hot in Chile as Chris and Miguel face a surfing nightmare.
Oh, she's got everything! Welcome back to the living room. Now, Chris Brown, I'm glad you're here because it means that we can talk about your trip to Chile.
It was actually fantastic. We got to fly on one of Qantas's first new direct flights to Santiago.
Who did you fly with?
I flew with Qantas.
Did you say Qantas?
The spirit of Australia.
Now, I know this is a long shot. I don't happen to imagine that you got any footage of that Qantas flight.
Well, you're actually in luck. We did.
Sydney to Santiago is a straight shot, 14-hour and 10-minute flight. This is going to be awesome. This is a 747, but they've rekitted it with more legroom and more entertainment.
You're interrupting the movie. Do you mind?
But before I kick back, my trip begins with a passion of mine.
You guys are okay with this?
A sticky beak in the flight deck before takeoff.
I had a few people when I was telling them I was going to Santiago. They thought I was going to San Diego. You guys aren't going to make the same mistake. We're across that, different cities. We know that.
We'll try not to do that.
I should go, shouldn't I?
Yeah. And there's one more thing, well, that I've always wanted to do. Having made the flight better for everyone, the sky bed was calling. See, even a big bloke can have a comfy flight. Just wake me up in Santiago, huh?
Perfect. You'll be turning that light off, won't you?
Wow. coffee, tea or me? You missed your calling.
I think I did.
Well, look, we've seen you conquer the undies, as Miguel likes to say. You've been up the mountain. What was next on the list?
Well, next we're going to go down to somewhere I'm a bit more comfortable in the ocean to conquer, well, hopefully conquer, monster waves.
It's day 2 on our road trip, and we're headed 3 hours southwest of Santiago to Chile's stunning coastline.
We are so close, it's not funny. I can almost feel it.
You've heard of Our Bells Beach, you've heard of Hawaii's Waimea Bay, but this is Chile's most legendary surf break. It's called Punta de Lobos, and it's the holy grail for big wave surfers. Surfing here is my dream come true, but Miguel's not so sure.
What are the girls in bikini and the sunny beaches? Like, this is freezing here. Look at the size of that waves.
This is South America's best wave.
I'm gonna get killed in that wave. Are you serious? No.
We're not surfing here, we're surfing up here.
Oh, thank God.
But first, I need to bring Miguel up to speed.
Bad, I'm bad. Sting like a bee, fly like a mountain fly. Ah!
That's right, Miguel has never ridden a wave.
If I'm for more than 2 minutes under the water, please grab me.
Oh, you know how I'll know that you're underwater?
How?
This.
Oh, silence.
Yeah. Paddle, 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 paddle. Wave takes us. Wait. Ready?
Go.
Like that.
In one go.
Yeah.
Okay. The wave is coming. Oh my God. It's coming. That's the theory. Just get to my feet and do like, what? And just go in the water.
What did I say about not talking?
I'm not talking.
I think that's as good as it's going to get. Might as well go in. We'll start off gently with a small shore break. Perfect for a beginner.
All right, stand up now. Go. One more. Okay, get on. Go. What happened? Paddle. Come on, get up.
No beginner's luck for Miguel, so we are out of here before the locals run us off the beach.
See that?
Yeah.
But mate, this happens. Like, it breaks around the world with foreigners. They don't like foreigners coming in and taking their waves. You didn't take many of them, but...
Well, I didn't take none, so I could get away with that.
In the surf world, this is what you call a showdown. And I have a feeling they're about to throw down the gauntlet.
You want to go for a real surf?
By real surf, they mean this. A break with a wave face that can reach 40 foot plus, crashing perilously onto a rock formation they call Los Moros.
You serious?
You're from Australia. There's good surfers there. You're ready.
I'll stay out of this. I'll stay out of it.
Time to show the locals what this Bondi boy is made of.
The waves are absolutely massive. And I mean massive.
Just thinking about being back home right now. Start paying my banter. Gonna tilt my groin.
One last chance to save my reputation.
This is the time where I meant to say that was like a highlight of my life.
That was amazing. Like, you know, I had to take my hat.
I thought you go over the fall. and one big one. The one I told you, paddle.
Best thing about this man, about Ramon, is that he goes, paddle, 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 and then you hear this.
I let myself down, I let the country down, I let all of you down.
No, you paddle out and that was amazing.
Oh, no, I got
you
belted.
poor thing.
But look, it was an amazing experience to be in Chile in the first place, but to be able to surf there, and then in Chile, the amazing thing is, in the evening, you could be in the undies, all within one day, surf to the mountains all in a day. It's amazing.
And then straight to hospital to treat your neck.
Yeah. It's still not right either.
Really? Time for a quick breather, but we'll be right back with our renovation big finish. Does Barry give good bathroom? We're about to find out. Welcome back to the living room. Now, a few weeks ago, Channel 10 management asked us if we'd help out another network show by letting them be our Friday night warm-up act. And look, I think MasterChef has done a really terrific job for us tonight. But we do get to thank one of them in person. Ladies and gentlemen, the MasterChef judge who's made bald sexy again, George Columbaris. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
When you're setting the challenges, are there any where you go, oh, God, I'm glad I don't have to do that?
Definitely there's some tough challenges that they do. I mean, you know, I look at it like this, you know, a chef's apprenticeship goes on for, 4 years. Here they are for 3-4 months, and we jam-pack them full of as many challenges as possible to get them ready, to empower them with as many experiences as they can get before they get out there into the real world.
Is this sounding good for you? Familiar to you when you were going through your apprenticeships?
Yeah, but I actually never did an apprenticeship. So I learned in the kitchen. I never studied to be a chef. I learned the hard way in the kitchen. Kitchen after kitchen.
Speaking of learning in the kitchen, my first ever job was actually in a kitchen. I was 15. I was a dishwasher.
Yep. Yeah, like me.
Is that how Matt Moran got his spot on the show, just from washing a lot of dishes?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, totally. I mean, he's there now, washing up pots and pans from weeks ago, you know. But what's great is you never find any hair in the pots and pans.
Is there any particular thing that seems to trip up people every series?
Yeah. You know what it is? There's to understand their aspirations and capabilities. That's the hardest thing. They've got this idea that they want to create this because they've read it in a book or they've seen a chef do it or we do it on Masterclass, and suddenly when they go to do it, it just fails. And it's because when you become a chef, you do things hundreds of times. It's about repetitive motion. It's like a racing car driver. They go around the same track at the same time, at the same angle, and they get faster and faster, like anything in life. And they just stumble at, doing things that we think that are quite easy, that are quite hard.
Well, it's going to be fabulous, and thank you very much for joining us. We love having you here because you're just so Moorish.
Well, yes. I mean, we taste a lot of things.
George, never trust a skinny chef.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah, I agree. Or a chef with hair, because you don't want it in the food.
Well, the good news is if you tune into The Living Room every Friday night, you'll get an exclusive interview with the very latest MasterChef eliminated contestant. So we'll have plenty of Kleenex ready in case they go the blood.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not. But, George, it's been wonderful. I'm sorry, but it's time for you to leave the living room kitchen. He's warmed your seat for you, Barry. Come over here.
George Columbaris warming my seat. Things have changed.
Haven't they just? Now, you know I don't like to play favourites much, but I do love a renovation. What have you got for us?
I've got a great renovation this week. It's a beautiful family, a couple of young kids and a bathroom with a stack of potential, so I'm pretty excited. We're 5 days in on Shannon and Dean's bathroom renovation. The budget is under pressure thanks to that new bath, so we're pulling out all the stops to get it back on track. Today, it's crunch time for the mosaic. You know, I really hope this idea of mine works. By putting that mosaic down, we get to save the existing floor. If that doesn't happen, it's going to blow the budget by a couple of grand. To help Shannon pull it off, I've called in an artist to give her a one-on-one.
Shannon, you had some drawings already done
that
inspired me.
Fish and lilies. And
a water theme, obviously, for the
yeah.
bathroom, which is very nice.
Yeah.
When you're making a mosaic for the floor, you absolutely have to keep in mind that it's going to be walked on. That means that all the tiles you use have to be the same height. I just hold it like this, and what I do is that I put my tea towel on top, so like that when it breaks in the tea towel, so it doesn't break and flies around.
Okay.
It's a hell of a job. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying seeing the lily pads and the fish come together. It's addictive. Soon I'll be able to have a nice bath and look down at that beautiful mosaic finished, looking amazing. So yeah, I'm excited to see it on the floor. Grout it in. Today is probably the biggest visual day where it's going to look like something's happening, because there's 3 big key items going into the bathroom, being the floor mosaic, the toilet, and our wall-hung vanity.
There's just a few final pieces of the mosaic to put in place, but Shannon's having second thoughts.
I do have a concern, and that's that the sharp edges on the mosaic are going to be sharp. I don't want any injuries, because at the moment I'm going, are you sharp? Are you going to cut my kid's feet? What's going to happen? Once I've got confidence in the mosaic that it's safe, that's going to just be a whole turning point for me, and I can relax. Okay, here we go. All right, please don't break. Alrighty.
Pull that way.
Oh, look at that, how perfect it's going now. Oh, gee. Just going straight on top. Oh. Please just look better. Oh, it's looking heaps good. It just looks so much better. Look at that fish. It just looks so together. It's brought every colour like just together. It's beautiful. Look at it. Feeling a bit emotional now. I had built up a bit of anxiety and stress about it, so now that the mosaic is in, I'm so happy.
A week ago, Shannon and Dean's bathroom was a disaster. The space was cluttered, tiles were falling off the walls, and with no loo inside, little Dexter's toilet training was an uphill battle. They were lost for ideas and stumped at where to start. They stretched their budget with an impulse buy, but clawed it back with sheer hard work. We've put the finishing touches to their room, and now our weekend Vikings are about to see if my big plans paid off.
Wow.
How beautiful is it? There's so much space in here now. These reeds look fantastic.
The whole thing is beautiful. To meet budget, I was really keen to keep the floor, Dean. You were dead against it, and I really had to work on you. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I am now. Now that we've cleaned up the tiles, they're much more consistent in colour. And they actually do complement the mosaic.
The bath, it was a point of contention for me. Are you glad you replaced it?
Look, Barry, that original bath, for me to get totally wet, I was spinning around like a pig on a spit. I'm looking at this bath now, and I want to get into it. It's deeper, and I think it's just going to change a lot of things.
The catalyst of this project was to get a toilet inside for Dexter. How's Dexter going to go with the new loo?
Dexter's been very excited about it. He's referring to it as his toilet, and he's been practicing the flush mechanism. So we're hoping that we can follow up that excitement with getting into some hardcore potty training.
You like them? Barry sort of brought a new perspective on renovating for me in terms of bigger picture thinking and lots of planning.
Before Barry came, we just wanted to rip it out and start again, but his recommendation to restore and keep some elements is great, because look how happy we are with the floor. So that couldn't have worked out better.
That floor That floor is amazing, and they became, obviously, the Barry Dubois fan club.
Listen, I've got to say, I think I'm their biggest fan because they were real go-getters. They had the can-do attitude and, you know, it was a great experience.
Fabulous result, well done. And can you believe it? That's all we have on the living room for this week. But next week, it's all action. Chris takes us big game hunting in Australia's awesome Southern Ocean. Miguel visits a restaurant with a side serve of attitude.
If you don't like it, piss off.
And Barry gives a boring balcony a huge personality change.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, look, thank you for joining us for our very first show. And look, I'm sorry about this. I don't want to rush you out the door, but watching that bathroom renovation and the toilet and the whole thing, I have to go.
Oh, please make it.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
OK.